Hey guys, I have another word from the Lord. So I was in the gym working out, and of course he chooses the oddest times, but I heard a word for this month, the month of October, and sorry, brain is he's downloading way too quick. So the word is the number 7, and also the number 10, because it's the 10th month. And I got scriptures from the Lord, John 10:10, and it is that when the thief is found out, he must return everything that he has stolen tenfold. And I believe that that's the scripture for the month of October, is that we will see miracles. And I also believe that everything that we have lost through any warfare or any seasons in our past, or anything that the devil has taken from us being obedient to Christ, sorry, this lighting is terrible, that it's going to be returned to us, and it's going to be start returning this month. The other scriptures that I got the number 7 involving this month. I believe 777 represents promises, or 77, 4 7s, 3 7s, 2 7s, 1 7. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out of this truck because my lighting is being ridiculous. So that's the deal. We are, I think, gonna start seeing the return of things in the month of October, and that's because it's the 10th month. Now I got Psalms 77:7, and he said read the entire chapter. It mentioned the right hand, it mentioned the Joseph and Jacob, which I believe he highlighted to me when I was reading it, and he also Matthew 7:7 and I believe Luke 7:7 were scriptures that he gave to me in reference to this video. So we need to read those, and he has a lot to say. I believe that he's saying that any promises that are in the past season are going to be coming forth in this month. So that's the word that I have for today. It's a little rough because he gave me the download and I immediately walked out of the gym. I have not done a whole lot of studying on this. I haven't done any gathering in my head about what I'm gonna say. I really did it raw and really fresh. It's probably not like cute, but I wanted to read these scriptures on here, but I don't have my Bible with me. But I did read over them before I did the video, and they are incredible. The Psalms 77:7, the whole chapter, he said, is supposed to be read. If you needed this word, I would definitely go read those scriptures because they are so telling in what he's about to do. The first one really talked about a lot of suffering that the writer was going through, David, and how he felt like, you know, it literally 77:7 said, will your, you know, I can't remember exactly what word it used, but it's basically saying, like, will this suffering last forever? You know, will I never see your favor again? And I feel like that's how a lot of us have been feeling in this time, is that where is the promises? Where's the blessing? When is the suffering going to end? When is the depression, the anxiety, the generational curses, the anger, the rage, or the addictions, or the financial struggles, or, you know, whatever it is? When is my family going to come back? For me, a lot of my promises I've been waiting on has been, Lord, I want to be a better wife and mother. I want to restore my family and my generations, my father, mother, cousins, sisters, friends. And he's been promising me that I would get to do that, and I have not seen any of it, and it's just been really devastating because it's been 10 years. My kids have gotten the brunt of all of this destruction and all of the plans of the enemy because they've had to walk this out with me, and my husband as well. And so I feel like what he's saying is that this is the turnaround point. October is the month, you know, it's the 10th month. And something else I've been waiting on has been children that he's been promising me. For those of you who don't know my story, I, in the height of my husband's addiction, tied my tubes in order to just try to salvage our future, because I mean, we had 3 kids at this point and we were just popping them out, baby. Let me tell you, we're real fertile. So we both felt like it just wasn't in our best interest or our children current to have any more. And it's something that I've cried and been devastated about, because he gave me dreams, pregnant with my last child, of twins, a boy and a girl, that I would have. Gave me their names, what they'd look like. He's done that with all my children. And I tied my tubes anyways in rebellion. If I'm being honest, it was rebellion. And I have cried and cried and cried because I want more children. And he has promised me that I not only would I have twins, but I would have another little boy he just started telling me about in the past month. A lot of how this came about was the twins. Was before that, we were pregnant with a little girl, and I labored her in the tub, and she passed away, and we lost her, and it's what drove my husband into like some serious addiction, and it got me pretty close to the line. And I was just being real with you, gonna drive myself off of a bridge. I was driving hysterically and was going to kill myself. I was just so fed up with my life, and couldn't handle the fact that I had lost my children, and now I was losing another baby, and a lot was going on, and I just felt like, why keep trying? And he entered the car, and he told me that not only would I have another child, but he would surprise me with an additional baby and bless me for all of the pain. And so he told me about it then, and then years later, actually 1 year later, is when he told me that I would be having twins. And it's something since I was a little girl that I always knew I'd have, and my husband as well. And that's the restoration I've been waiting on. Is all of this pain really took a toll on my personality. I became really rigid and distant and cold and just unattentive, and my kids really, you know, I've struggled with bonding with them the right way, the way they need, and being a good wife, because there's so much trauma and PTSD I've had to overcome. And he's promised me he would deliver me of these things, of the poison of the enemy that got in there. And I believe that is how this is about to play out. Is we're about to see deliverance. We're about to see promises. We're about to see pregnancies and cars and homes and businesses and ministries and marriages and you know, just anything you could think of, no matter how big or small. Like, for some women, they've always dreamed of having bigger breasts. I mean, that's just for the sake of nursing their children, or maybe for their husband's sake. I mean, we're going to see that kind of miracle, legs growing, and just anything you can think of that God's ever laid on your heart over the years. These things are going to happen. It's no matter how small. God is in the details. And I really believe he wanted me to highlight details is where it's at. Like, we're going to start seeing details, things come back that we have forgotten about. And that's where I'm going to end it. I hope that this has helped somebody. I really love people. I love the Lord, and I love his heart for people. And I'm really trying to learn how to be more for people and serving. And I hope that y'all have a blessed day. Eventually, I think I'll start opening this up in prayer, ending it in prayer. And once the Lord kind of gives me a full how this is going to look. But you have a blessed day, guys, and enjoy your weekend, because this is live October 5th, I think. And so we're coming up on 10/10, October 10th of the month of October, which is the 10th. So 10/10, we're coming up on it, guys. We're also coming up on the 7th of October, that 7 number. Remember that. So y'all have a blessed weekend.